Hi, it's Charlie giving you Friday's live trading. It's 10 past 1. I'm all set. It's Non Farm Payrolls Day. Now, as we know, the dollar got caught a bid yesterday. As euro dollar down day yesterday. I've got this prior trend channel here, which obviously it's done a nice break of. Could be wanting to come down for the daily 50 overall now. But at the same time, it could just we'll see what the payroll figures come out like. So the reason we sold off so much yesterday is you're probably aware the ADP figures came out yesterday and did come out very strong, and so but they don't always marry up with the non-farm payrolls. So if the non-farm payrolls figures come out strong today, I would be expecting more of a sell-off here in the euro dollar and some of the other currencies. But if I go to the likes of the pound dollar, really not too much going on still at the moment. So it might just be again, it's that intermarket analysis, just keeping your eye across the different majors. If you just look, all I looked at was the euro, then I'd be thinking, oh, we're probably going to come lower, and it may be the case. But looking at cable at the moment, it's still holding within this overall sideways range. So, what I'm saying is, I'm open to if the payroll figures come in and don't meet expectations, I'm open to longs because I've been long euro for a while. I've been trading stopped out of some of my longs yesterday, so let's bring up the challenge account here with the open positions. So I'm starting. So I've got 2,000 odd pounds worth of open profits. I've got an open loss there at the moment as well. So for transparency, always show you where I'm at with that. But I've trimmed all my positions. I've been trading stopped out of some and yesterday, and so a few positions there yesterday. But some of them were for losses and some of them were for gains because I was long euro from way back in 117 whatever level. So what I'm looking for is, I guess, a sign. I'm waiting on that news to see whether it comes out and it beats expectations or not, and that's going to be the key for me. So if we beat expectations, I would expect the euro to come lower. If we come in on expectation or around expectations, which is around the 600,000 mark, then we'll have to play a wait and see game. But it's certainly if they come in weak, then I would be expecting a pop, and I would be then looking to get in on the long side. So that's my overall plan. I'll trade it on the long side because that's my overall analysis. Is we're still in an overall upwards trend, but certainly we could extend this pullback here. So let's just see. I'll press pause for. Okay, so here we go. We've got a few seconds to go. Like I said, I'm live here. I'm going to be looking to trade this. Let's see what this report comes out like. So, as I've already said, I will be looking to get long at some point. They came in at 559 versus 675 expected. So I'm going to put a trade in. We've underperformed. So let's see if we can get a unit in first of all. So first unit's in. Okay, so I can put 1.5 lots in. I'm going to quickly put my stop in down there at 121. So I've just done that off screen. Stops in at 121. So I've put that first entry in. I got filled at 33. So everything starts going slow. All the data coming through on a big news day like this. So got that entry in there at 121.33, and I've put my stop in at 121. Okay, so that's where we're at the moment. We're now sitting at 40 odds, so we're holding up. I'm going to get another ticket ready. Like I've said, I can put 1.5 lots in. I've only put 1 lot in so far, so I'm just going to get my deal ticket ready. And that's based on having a stop loss of 50 pips, okay? It's based on having a stop loss of 50 pips. So I'm going to put another unit in at 45, getting filled there at 45. So I'm gradually putting these in. Now, like I said, we could roll over yet. Let's get the stop in, 121. And obviously, the market being down at 121 is it's a bit vulnerable with this having the stop down at 121. But the figures didn't come in as good as expected. So let's have a quick look at cable. I think it's important for me to have a look at cable. That's doing pretty well there. So look at the daily chart there. Yep, doing pretty well. So back to the euro. So I've just got this on an hourly chart here. This is in line, again, like I said, with my overall analysis. I've now got one lot in, and so I want to see, okay, how are we going to get on here? We're now sitting at 51 or so. So I've got one lot in so far. So I think that I can probably take a chill pill. I don't need to put anything more than a one lot in on this account. This is the challenge account, and this is based on the last update I did on the challenge account. It was sitting at around about 50,000. So I base all my position sizes based on that 50,000 account and risking up to 1% on it. So I'm obviously risking less than 1% at the moment, but a nice bounce on those jobs reports which weren't quite there. Now, don't get me wrong, they're still a decent, but it wasn't what was expected. So I would have liked it to have been less, the figure less than 559, but it was still 559 versus 675 was what was expected. So let's go back down to the lower time frame. I'm still expecting a bit of a pullback. So I've got both of those positions in. Let's just take this back over. We'll still wobble around still yet, so anything can still happen yet. So those are the two entries at 33, and then I got filled at, I said 45, it filled me at 42. See all that big movement at the time as I clicked it must have just shoved down a little bit. So those are the two entries there that I've got today. Forget all the existing ones. So those are the two entries so far. I'll press pause for now. We'll just take a chill pill and just see how this settles. Video actually. Just something to mention here on this whilst we're seeing how this is going to play out. For those of you that will be saying, Charlie, why have you put your stop at 121? Yeah, I wouldn't normally put my stops at a round number because obviously it's a round number, but because of the weak jobs report today, these lows should hold, and if they don't hold, something else might well be going on. So because of the weak jobs report, I'm just put my stop below that low, but I am well aware, for those of you who noticed the 121 figure, but it's just the context of where we're at, hence why my stop is right on the round number today. And so just thought I'd impart that information for you. I'll press pause for now whilst we're still waiting to see. It's obviously had that initial move up, and it's having a bit of a think about it at the moment, and maybe it's just going to go into a quiet weekend and not do too much this afternoon. But we'll press pause for now and we'll see how we get on. Okay, just back, and a nice performance. It's decent here, so I'm going to put that final unit in, and because I got the first unit in at 33, and then the second unit at 44, and the risk was based on, I'd pre-calculated and assumed a 50 pip stop loss. So as it turns out, I haven't got a 50 pip stop loss on those first two entries, so I'm still under risk here. So I tell you what we'll do. I was about to say, well, I'll put a trade on now, but just because it was sort of starting to hold up here. But if it just sort of sits here, we're sitting at 150 right now. Actually, for the sake of it, I might as well put it in. I was going to wait until the end of the hour, but we've only got 10 minutes to go, and it's good enough, the price action, to say I might as well. So I'm going to put that next unit in there at 55. Looks like I've probably got filled at. Let's bring the ticket up to put the stop in, and it filled me at about 56, I think. 56 it filled me at. So I'm putting that stop loss in as well at 121. So that one has got a 56 pip stop in it, but the first entry has got a 33 pip stop and then a 42 pip stop. So I'm still well under my risk that I'd pre-calculated. And we really do have to see now. I think it's a nice run, but I don't think it's anything that spectacular. But it's obviously a decent run that it's had up here. But it's not just the euro, of course. I'm looking across. Look at the pound. Now, the pounds, if we go back out to the daily chart, holding up nicely within this whole overall range. So could this be the beginning of a run up going into next week for the pound? It's very early doors at the moment. We might still sell back off again this afternoon, but that's trading, and I'm going with the weaker jobs report, and we'll see how this is going to play out here this afternoon. So I'll press pause for now. Okay, just back here now, and as I speak, we're sitting now at coming up to 10 to 3 in the afternoon. So the euro's holding, but it's not, as I kept saying earlier on, it's not just the euro. You have to look across the other major currencies. This is the pound dollar. And like I said earlier on, if you looked at that daily chart, it never really broke down. It was, the potential was there for it to carry on coming down, but overall it was in this sideways range. So the pound's faring pretty well here, but they're all having big bounces. Gold has had a nice bounce today as well, and the other currencies, if we look at Kiwi or Aussie, and so it's a similar type of thing across the board. But I think what's interesting here is that you've got, look at the Kiwi here. Again, it's another market which is still in this overall range, and that's what we've seen with so many of these currency pairs, and with effectively with the dollar. And it's no different with the euro. I've put a new channel on here so far, but overall the euro over the past 11 12 days was fairly sideways until yesterday's break, and what's happening so far today is we're just coming straight back up. So it'll be interesting to see how the dollar wants to fare going into next week, and whether it's going to, this is just a one-day wonder on the back of that weaker jobs report, or whether the market can, the euro can carry on pushing up. So I'm in these positions. Let's bring back the positions here. Remember, I've got those three positions. We got in the first one at 33, then at 42, then at 56, and I've left all my stops there at the round number. But if it comes back down for that round number, it's likely going to go a bit lower anyway. So those are the positions. So they're sitting on 150, 270, 350 maybe of profit on those positions, but about 4,000 on the euro, 3,700 in total, because I've got an open position which is underwater as well. Yeah, not much more for me to do. I will be watching this 121 level going into next week. We've got the daily 50 coming up, and I've changed this trend channel here for the time being. I think I'll call this video a wrap, and so it was a fairly straightforward video. Like I said right from the beginning, I was looking to see if we got a weaker jobs report, then I was going to go in, and then it's just a case of seeing whether that could hold. So far, and it's still relatively early in the afternoon, it's holding. We'll see how this is going to close tonight, but I'll call this video a wrap, and see if I can even get this video out today on Friday. Usually I don't put them out till Saturday when I do the live ones. I think Kim forgot to do his one last week because there wasn't one last week, but he'll be back doing the live video with you next week, and I'll be doing the one the week after that, and so on and so forth. Right, I'll stop rambling. Have a lovely weekend. I'll see you next week.